We're back with the best of Bleav Network Hour on Stadium. Do you believe?
If you get your lineman back, all things are open. Right now, the RPO is not available as a steady dose. This is not the Philadelphia Eagles. Daniel Jones is not Jalen Hurts, right? So all mobile quarterbacks are not created equal. So, folks, when you start to talk about Mike Kafka and his play calling, I would venture to say that your memory is short as can be, because I don't remember him diving the ball into the line 4 straight times. They create a plan. That's why you're in every game. They haven't been blown out of a game. So
yeah, the Lions one was the closest one.
Yeah. I'm going to say to you, trust what you're seeing, not what you think you want to see based on a video game or some fantasy that really never even happens anyway. Everybody has this, oh, we need to score 40 more points. Look at this teams that's scoring 40 points. They're coming from behind.
Yeah, I mean, listen, and then it's like you get inundated with watching analysts on TV and they're talking about RPOs and this, blah, 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 blah. You have to have the personnel. When you're down that many offensive linemen, and by the way, for Barb and the others out there, Bellinger's injury has been a big factor. He's nasty in the run game. He's a heck of a blocker. He gives you a legitimate threat in the passing game, which then allows you to do these other things. When he's not in there, you're down a quality player. When you're missing your right tackle, when you're missing the backup, when you're missing your left guard and his backup and your center, it's a factor in all of this, in how you call a game. So you come up with a game plan that is best suited to the personnel that you have that week, and you flow off that. And his backup and your center. Come up with a game plan that is best suited to the person and his backup and your center. That is best suited to the person and his backup and your center. That is best suited to the person and his backup and your center. That is best suited to the person and his backup and your center. That is best suited to the person and his backup and your center. That is best suited to the person 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 that is best suited to the person
Every game is not going to be a 30-point game. You've seen it from Buffalo. You've seen it from the Chiefs. I mean, you've seen it from, you put up the high scoring teams that have been, you've seen it from Philly this year. You've seen it from Miami.
Scoring is down. Scoring is down in the league this year.
But what I'm saying, even the teams that are scoring well, you're going to have that performance where they go up against a team that just plays ball, and you're not going to put up those big numbers. But with that being said, they were still able to move the ball. So this is what I told you back in the day when they were running the ball, and I was like, it's not the yardage, it's the commitment to it. This game right here, they were still able to sustain drives. They weren't going 3 and out. So think about this, where you were talking about the offense, like they took a step back. No, they were sustaining drives. They were giving the defense time to rest. They were moving the ball, moving the chains, putting themselves in position to do something, and then they just miss a play here or there. Or
and that's the perplexing thing to me, right? And that's the perplexing thing to me, right? Because it's like you told me back in the day, we first started this pod. Points win, yards don't win games, points do, right?
Yeah.
And to your point, right? They're racking up the first downs, they're moving the sticks, they're moving the ball, they're accumulating all these yards.
Yeah.
You scored 13 points.
But that's all they needed.
Points do, right?
Yeah.
And sticks, they're moving the ball. You scored 13 points.
But that's all they needed.
Points do, right?
Yeah.
And sticks, they're moving the ball. You scored 13 points.
But that's all they needed.
Points do, right?
Yeah.
And you scored 13 points.
But that's all they needed.
Points do, right?
Yeah.
And you scored 13 points.
But that's all they needed.
Points do, right?
Yeah.
And you scored 13 points. Points do, right?
Yeah.
And you scored 13 points. Points do, right?
Yeah.
And you scored 13 points. Points do, right?
Yeah.
And you scored 13 points. You scored 13 points. You scored 13 points. You scored 13 points.
Let me just say, I am, and I don't mean to show off, but I'm the only former quarterback coach on this team. This next game with the Chiefs, it comes down to Burrow versus Mahomes. And the beauty of it is we are so inside of Mahomes' brain because he is probably the greatest right now. Rodgers has a hurt thumb. Tom Brady is a sinking sun. And Burrow, while in my opinion the greatest, most people think of Mahomes as having more of a record and more achievements under his belt. that guy feels like he has to do well, and yet he's been beat by us so many times before. Twice last year, right? Didn't we beat them twice?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's lost to us twice. Once in his homeland in the playoffs. Believe me, it doesn't matter who his receivers are. That guy's going to be off. This is my prediction. This is my horoscope. He's going to be off. He's going to be teetering. He's going to be like, why am I here? Where am I going? Why is the earth shaking around me? Because we're in his brain. In his home. Like, why am I here? Where am I? Once in his home. Like, why am I here? Where am I? Once in his home. Like, why am I here? Where am I? Once in his home. Like, why?
Hang tight. We'll be right back in just a second with some more great Bleav content on Stadium.